Live from Bronco Arena, the girls take the stage tonight as the International Falls Broncos host the Moose Lake Area Rebels live on KSTM, RJBroadcasting.com, and on your live event. Good evening, everybody. Joey Payer with you here on the call. The Broncos coming into the game off of a very tight 1-0 loss to Prairie Center back on a Saturday afternoon. Very, very tight game on the road, almost pulling out their third win of the season. They currently sit with a 2-13 record overall, 2-3 in the Independent Conference, and 0-3 in Section 8A. Still battling to try and get through the season without some long-term veterans injuries rather have been carrying on since the start of the season. Tonight, still missing forward Adrian Shesby, along with Kirsty Hansen and Ava Werner, a very important part of that Bronco core, and they have not seen the ice yet this season due to injury. So Broncos trying to make their way through and try to break this long losing streak that they're facing right now. The Moose Lake Area Rebels also have had their struggles this season. They're sitting with a 2-12 record, 0-1 in the Independent Conference and 1-4 in Section 7A. They haven't played for a couple of weeks. They haven't played since back on December 20th as they defeated Hibbing Chisholm by a 2-1 count. We are talking to you from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. We'll step aside for a couple minutes, come back with your starting lineups and your keys to the game, brought to you by Border GMC. It is the International Falls Broncos and the Moose Lake Area Rebels. You are listening to Broncos Hockey on KSTM, RJBroadcasting.com, and watching on your live events.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call.
Welcome back to Bronco Arena, getting set for the International Falls Broncos and the Moose Lake Area Rebels in varsity girls hockey action here tonight. Let's get you the starting lineups for both sides. For the Moose Lake Rebels, starting up front, it'll be the combination of junior forward Jenna Juzak, along with grade 7 forward Harper Danelski, and sophomore forward Paige Kager. On defense, the Rebels will feature junior blue liner Lillian Genero, along with junior blue liner Taylor Lake. And starting in goal tonight for Moose Lake Area, it will be the sophomore goalie Piper Genero. Genero coming into the game with a 1-12-1 record, 4.77 goals against average, and an .878 save percentage. For the International Falls Broncos, starting up front tonight, it'll be captain and senior forward Addison Brown, along with grade 8 forward Adeline Strapko, and I'm going to say probably grade 8er Harper Clay Bundy. They're listed both as defense on here, but I believe Clay Bundy will be up front. On defense, it'll be grade 8er Liv Werner, along with freshman defender Lexi Wood. And in goal tonight, it'll be the grade 8er Annika Barron. Barron coming into tonight's game with a 1-5 record, 10.22 goals against average, and an .809 save percentage. Your keys to the game brought to you by Border GMC. For both teams, it's been a struggle to put pucks in the net, so getting that early lead could be all important, as neither team has shown much spark in terms of a comeback ability when it comes to their offense. And for the Broncos, again, just trying to overcome the adversity of being out with a couple of their veterans, Kirsty Hansen and Ava Werner. Adrian Chesby no longer with the Broncos team, was just informed. So Broncos, again, looking to pick up that third win of the season and looking to do it against a Moose Lake area team who has struggled as well themselves here this season. So we'll see how it turns tonight. Keys to the game brought to you by Border GMC. We are going to step aside for a couple minutes for the national anthems, brought to you by local VFW Post 2948. Join us for Burger Night and Karaoke, local VFW Post 2948. So we'll have the anthems when we're back. It'll be time to drop the puck. It's the International Falls Broncos and the Moose Lake Area Rebels. You are listening to Broncos Girls Hockey on KSDM, RJBroadcasting.com, and watching live on your live event.
Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work, to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real, because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America.
Welcome back to Bronco Arena. We're just about ready to get things underway between the International Falls Broncos and the Moose Lake Area Rebels in girls hockey action here tonight. Live on KSDM, RJBroadcasting.com, and watching on your live event. Good evening, everybody. Joey Payer with you on the call. So glad you could tune in here this evening. The Broncos looking to pick up their third win of the season tonight. Currently sitting on a 2-13 record. And again, coming off a very tight 1-0 loss on the road to Prairie Center on Saturday. So they'll be looking to turn things around here tonight, break their losing streak. For the Moose Lake Area Rebels, they're coming in off of a win, 2-1 over Hibbing Chisholm, back on December 20th in their last outing. And be looking to get their first winning streak of the season put together. Broncos looking to put a stop to those plans. Your starting goaltenders tonight for International Falls. It is the grade 8 rookie, Annika Barron, in between the pipes. And for Moose Lake Area, it will be the sophomore, Piper Genero. Head coach Brian Kershaw hoping to get the same kind of effort and just a couple more goals out of his team that he got on Saturday against Prairie Center. Good tight defensive work, obviously, by the Broncos to keep it to just a 1-0 score. But the goals, again, as has been the case all season, tough to come by. Broncos averaging just over a goal a game right now. Looking to break out here tonight against Moose Lake Area. Puck is dropped, and we are underway. Moose Lake Area back in their own zone. Whoa, a pass across, fired by Lillian Genero, went off a skate, almost went right into the Moose Lake Area net. Piper Genero had to be on the ball on that one. Here come the Rebels now, breaking up down the right wing side. It's Paige Kager. She fires it into the zone. Picked up on the inboards, in behind the net, but Addison Brown will steal it away, and the captain of the Broncos will work her way up to center. She takes a hit along the boards, knocked off her feet. Good collision there with Kager, and it's tipped into the Broncos zone. Broncos send it right back out to center. Rebels will pick it up in the neutral zone. Look to fire it in. That clear in was blocked. They'll try again on the right-hand side. This is Autumn Painovich. Moves it up to center. Clay Bundy in there trying to tie things up at the center ice red line. Wood in there as well. She pokes it ahead. Painovich will pick it up. Put it off the boards. Clay Bundy, though, will keep it in. She puts it right on goal. Saved by Genereux. Rebels now looking to move the puck out of their zone. Can't quite do it. Backhanded in there by Bella Amarud, the freshman forward. Rebels will pick it up in their own zone, put it off a skate all the way down into the Broncos' end. No icing on the play, and back for it is Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. She'll put it up the boards, kept in, though, at the point, fired wide of the net. That was delivered by Molly Wolf. On the right wing boards now, scrum for the puck. Rebels will keep it in, send it in to the end boards, and Lexi Wood, the freshman Canadian, bringing the puck out, but she turns it over right in the left circle. Stolen away by Kaylin Mortensen, who gets a good shot right on goal. And the save there by Annika Barron. So tested early in between the pipes, and the Broncos netminder up to the challenge. 1:47 gone here in the opening period, no score. Broncos get control off the draw. It's Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky with it. She's dragged down in the corner. Brown comes in to help, pushes up the boards to Lindahl-Slatinsky, but she turns it over. Now centering pass. Rebels shot. That was fire there by Haley Ikola. And Barron got a blocker on that one to put it just over top of the net. Now here's Strapko for the Broncos. Gets it to center, but cleared right back into International Falls end. Hustling back for it there is Lindahl-Slatinsky. Battle along the boards in the corner. Broncos will come up with it. Brown having trouble getting her balance. Now she finds it. Backhands it out to center. Picked up there by Moose Lake. And they try and start the rush here. Coming across with it, it's Deanna Nordstrom. Nordstrom. She has a puck poked off her stick. Lindahl-Slatinsky looking to move it out along the boards. Kept in momentarily by the Rebels. Near the line. Trying to poke it out is Strapko, but kept in. Nice effort there by Taylor Lake at the left point to roll it back in behind the Broncos net. Broncos now looking to clear, almost turn it over. Puck loose in the circles. It is almost stolen by the Rebels, but the shot intercepted there by Lindahl-Slatinsky. She sends it up the right wing side, kept in though by the Rebels. Broncos having trouble getting things going here. Pavlik now try and move it out, but that's stolen away. And trying to get a shot off there was Kager. She was taken off her feet. Broncos now with the puck on the sideboards. Battle for it there. Set back in behind their net into the corner, and Pavlik's got it. Pavlik off the boards, kept in at the left point by Lake. She moves it on the left wing side. The shot, that goes into the right corner, fired there by Jenna Jusak. Rebels all keep it in. Broncos can't get the puck out of their zone right now. Battle in the right corner for it. Puck comes loose. Comes to Lillian Genereux. She collides with Clay Bundy, but Clay Bundy gets it, sends it off the boards, and finally out to the neutral zone. Strapko's got it now. On the rush on the right wing side. She's all by herself. She tries to send it toward the net. That shot was blocked, and the Rebels will bring it out, get it to center. And now hustling after it on the left wing side is Wood for the Broncos. She leaves it for Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky. And now Bella Amarud's got it. Up the left wing side. Amarud trying to get a centering pass over to Tenley Thompson. That was intercepted. Rebels pick it up in their own zone in the left corner. Looking to move the puck out. Wood, though, doing a good job at the point momentarily to keep it in. And now the Rebels get it, put it off the boards down the ice. No icing on the play. Back for it there is Liv Werner. Rebels steal it in behind the net. They'll go back to the left point. And it's Georgia Procker there. She sends it towards the left corner. Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll turn, fire it all the way down the ice. And this will be an icing call with 4:49 gone here in the opening period. No score. Scoreboard updates tonight brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. Faceoff will be to the left of Barron in the Broncos zone. Taking the draw, it's Cadence Procker for the Rebels up against Addison Brown. Rebels win the draw. Shot toward the net. Oh, tipped just wide in front by Painovich. She came in from the right wing side after the shot from the left wing boards. Put it just wide of the net. She was all alone in front. Rebels keep it in. Put it to the end boards. Wood back for the Broncos. Spins away from trouble. Reverses the puck. But it's kept in there by Painovich. She'll send it in behind the net. Wood will chase after it. Try and move it up ahead. can't get it past Cadence Procker, and she sends it in behind the net. Liv Werner's got it there. Battle in the right corner. Clay Bundy's got it now. She'll move it to Strapko, but that goes off her skate, a turnover, and that shot fired into the corner wide by Cadence Procker. Back to the right point now. Long shot towards the net. Stick save by Barron. That came off the stick of Painovich. Broncos pick up the rebound. Wood's going to skate it out across the line to center. And then taken away from her by Painovich. She tries to clear it back in. Brown picks it off there. Clay Bundy sends it over the line into the Rebel zone. And here comes Moose Lake down the left wing side. This is Georgia Procker sent up into the Broncos zone, but we are going to get looks like too many players on the ice penalty against the Broncos. A bit of a sloppy line change. Referee explaining it to head coach Brian Kershaw right now. Broncos are confused. They thought they had done things by the book. But it will be the Broncos taking the first penalty of this contest. Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky will go off to serve the penalty. So with 5:57 gone here in the opening period, Moose Lake heads to the power play. Here's the Rebels off the draw, trying to get control. They've got it in the left corner. Off the left wing boards, centering pass is a shot. That's set just wide by Cadence Procker. Battle along the end boards. Rebels pick it up, trying to center it. He'll go back to the left point. This is Lillian Ginneru. She takes a shot. That's blocked nicely by Bella Ammerud. Ammerud looking to chip it out of the zone. She goes down to her one knee. Can't chop it out. Rebels keep it alive for now. And it is sent back now in left circle. Here's a shot. Big pad save. That was drilled right on net by Michaela Lapierre. The Rebels coming close on that one. Ammerud gets it. Sends it near the line, but not out. Cleared back into the slot. Lapierre couldn't get a shot off, and the Broncos, Tilly Thompson will hack it out and down the ice. 1 minute left in the power play for Moose Lake area. Now almost a turnover in their own zone. Painovich a little sloppy with the puck, but it comes up the left wing side, and here's Lapierre. She's going to skate around Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky and race it into the left corner and pick it up. Drops it back to Nordstrom. Nordstrom can't pick it up, but the Rebels will keep it alive. Aikala moves it up the left wing boards. That's intercepted and then sent just off of a stick and out across the blue line by Ammerud. 30 seconds left in the penalty for too many players on the ice against the Broncos. Puck sent deep into the zone. Pavlik back for the Broncos, looking to pick it up and clear it out. Coughs it up though. Rebels center it. Chipped on goal. Just right on goal by Danelski. The save by Barron. Puck back to the point. Sent towards the front of the net. A backhander, the save by Barron. That came off of Nordstrom. To the left wing boards. Rebels keep it alive. 5 seconds left in the power play, and now the puck is out to the center ice area. So the Broncos are going to survive this first Rebels power play. And now another penalty coming, and it's going to be a cross-checking call. And just after killing the first penalty, the Broncos are going to have to do it all over again as Elise Pavlik heads to the box with 8:58 to play in the first period. She's going to get a cross-checking minor. So Eiffels kills off one penalty and goes right back in the box. And he'll have to kill off a second one as Pavlik is nailed 2 minutes for cross-checking. Puck sent down the ice. Rebels back to scoop it up there, and it's Lillian Ginneru with it. She fires a wild pass, no one there. Brown picks it off the left point, tries to drive the net, but that's taken off her stick. And coming back the other way, it's Cadence Procker. Procker down the right wing side, stops inside the line, puts a pass off the skate of Mortensen to the end boards. Now kept it at the left point, shot right on goal. Stick save off Lillian Ginneru by Barron. Broncos can't move the puck out. Here's Mortensen with it. She's stripped to the puck, but then cleared to the line, not out. Right on goal, save, rebound, backhander, and a big-time stop by Annika Barron. The original shot fired on goal by Taylor Lake, and then a battle in front of the net, and the backhander put right on goal by Lapierre. The big time save by Barron, and then Lapierre got dumped. And a bit of a scrum after that one. Lapierre not taking too kindly to her treatment beside the net. 1:18 left in the penalty to Pavlik. 8:15 remaining in the first period. Still no score. Rebels 0 for 1 so far on the power play, looking to cash in on this one. They win the draw. Nice feed to the slot. The shot, big save by Barron. The Broncos pick up the rebound, trying to send it out, but that's stolen away. Comes in front, loose puck, scores! Reese Nordstrom, the sophomore, picks up the loose change after the original shot from in tight, and she puts it into the empty side of the cage. A power play goal for Moose Lake area with 8:02 remaining in the first period. And it is the visiting Rebels breaking the ice here at Bronco Arena. They take a 1-0 lead. Tough break there for Barron. She'd played so well so far in that power play. A couple of big-time saves. She robbed Lapierre right in front just before the goal. But the Rebels finally break through. So 1 for 2 on the power play. And they take a 1-0 lead here in International Falls. Now Cadence Proctor, she flips it out. She might have a break down the left wing side. Walking right in, the backhander, save! The rebound put just wide. Shot toward the net, stick save by Barron. Rebound cleared to the sideboards by Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. Sends it near the line, not out. Long wrist shot, put on goal by Painovich, a save by Barron. Broncos now looking to move the puck out. Can't get it out. Sent in from the left point. Now loose puck front. Oh, what a save by Barron. As the shot from the left point deflected and landed right on the stick of Cadence Proctor. She one times the wrist shot, and Barron makes a huge save to keep this a 1-goal game. The Moose Lake goal awarded to Reese Nordstrom. The assist to Deanna Nordstrom at the 8:58 mark on the power play to give Moose Lake the 1-0 lead. Rebels keep the puck in the Broncos zone, but are we going to get a penalty against the Rebels? We are. And the Broncos will finally head to the power play here in the first period after facing 2 penalties of their own. Heading to the box, it's Harper Danelski, the grade 7 freshman for Moose Lake, with 6:53 to play here in the first period. And it'll be 2 minutes for hooking going to Danelski. So the Broncos will look to break through here on the power play, as special teams has been a struggle for them, especially the power play this season. At last check, they had not scored a power play goal on the campaign. We'll double check that at intermission and see where they're at this point. Shot toward the net, hits a pile of bodies in front, bounces to the end boards, sent to the front of the net. Clay Bundy tried to get a shot on goal. That was blocked. And now the Rebels look to clear it out, but it's going to come to the left wing side. Clay Bundy's going to intercept it. Sends it right in front of the net. Addison Brown, the chance. Scoops it on net. Didn't really get a clean shot off on that one. And Piper Genereux followed the puck well. Covered up the bouncer and held on. No rebound. 1:26 left in the power play. 6:18 remaining here in the first period. Moose Lake area with the 1-0 lead. Rebels win the draw. Stop along the end boards. This is Cadence Proctor trying to tie it up. Kill some of that penalty time. Addison Brown fighting for it. She gets it loose. Goes back to the left point. Lexi Wood's got it. Wood back to Brown. Brown off the left wing boards. She's bothered there by Lillian Genereux, but gets it to Wood, who backhands it to the end boards, and then it's slid toward the net by Strapko. Didn't really get a clean centering pass there, and Piper Genereux will cover that one up and hold on. 59 seconds left in the power play, 5:51 remaining in the first period. Broncos will change the power play unit, and coming out now, it'll be Bella Amarud along with Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky and Tenley Thompson, along with Elise Pavlik and Liv Werner. Rebels gain control off the faceoff and fire it all the way down the ice, courtesy of Painovich. And Broncos back for it, but good forechecking pressure on the penalty kill here by the Rebels. They come up with it. Mortenson's got it in behind the net. Centering pass. Shot. Oh, Cadence Procker had the whole side of the net and missed the empty cage as Barron was caught on the wrong side. Procker's got it now. Right circle. Working against the Broncos. Guts into the slot. Fires. Scores! Cadence Procker putting on the hard hat and doing the work. Short-handed. She just missed the opportunity before that, but stayed after it, skated into the middle of the slot, and the Broncos got all bunched up in front of Annika Barron. Nobody took Procker, and she rips home the shot with 5:21 remaining in the first period. Still 25 seconds left on this Bronco power play, but it is the Rebels with the short-handed marker by Cadence Procker taking a 2-0 lead. Puck to center, now put into the Broncos zone. Racing in after it there is Aikala. So Cadence Procker gets the shorthanded goal, the assist to Kaylin Mortensen. And Moose Lake area takes a 2-0 lead, and the penalty to Danelski is over. So Broncos not only fail to equalize on that power play, but they get in a little deeper hole, giving up the shorthanded goal. They trail 2-0. Here come the Rebels again. Centering pass. That was delivered by Kager, and that just missed her line mate in front. Now Clay Bundy's got a lane down the left wing side if she hurries. She'll just fire it in on goal to Piper Genereux, and Genereux will take no chances. Cover it up with Addison Brown lurking in the area. And the faceoff will be to the left of Genereux with 4:09 remaining in the first period. Rebels 2, Broncos nothing. Battle off the faceoff. Coming away with it is LaPierre, trying to get it out of the zone. Rebels will pick it up, and now here comes Procker. Procker now down the right wing side. Cuts it in the middle. Fires the long shot. And Barron had to be careful on that one as she almost got surprised on the quick long shot by Procker. Now another shot from right in front by LaPierre as she shook off her check. The puck coming out from the left corner right in front. Firing it right on goal. Barron makes the stop and holds on. 3:48 to go here in the first period. Moose Lake area has really taken over this game in the second portion of the frame as they have a 2-goal lead. Procker wins the faceoff. Shot toward the net from LaPierre, blocked. But here is the Rebels with the puck. They send it towards the net. Mortensen puts it to the left wing boards. Procker back to the left point to Georgia Procker. That shot was blocked, but Lillian Genereux's in to pick it up from her defense position in the right corner. Leaves it behind for LaPierre. Comes back near the point. Now picking it up and walking in with it is Taylor Lake. Cuts to the middle. She's got a lane. Fires. And I think that was deflected just high and wide of the net. Rebels getting to walk right in on the Broncos net in the last couple of shifts. Broncos have to tighten things up defensively. Left wing boards now. Puck put back to the point. Lillian Genereux's got it. She'll send it around the boards, in behind the net. This is Taylor Lake with it, and we're going to get a roughing penalty, and it's going to be going to the Broncos. And it looks like it is Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky heading to the box with 2:58 remaining in the first period. So the Moose Lake power play already 1 for 2 on the night. We'll go back to work here late in the first period, looking to add to this 2-0 lead as Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky gets a 2-minute roughing call. Here's the Rebels. Long shot from the point. Saved by Barron. Fired by Painovich. It was low, but it was hard, and it went through a lot of traffic. Barron had to be very, very watchful to hold on to that one. She does. So we'll face off to the right of the Bronco net. 1:51 left in the penalty, 2:49 left in the period. Moose Lake puts it back to the right point. Painovich, she goes across ice. The shot there, trying to be fired by Aikala. That was blocked. Broncos will get it and send it down the ice. Puck out to center. Bringing it up now is Deanna Nordstrom. She comes in on the right wing side. Brown bothering her, knocks the puck away. Pavlik's got it in the right corner, but she's bodied off the puck, and here's the Rebels with it now. Trying to circle out front. Now they go back to the point. Long shot fired by Aikala. That's high over top of the net. Rebound comes to Painovich, right point. She'll move it into the right side to Danilski. Pass into the slot. Aikala shot was blocked nicely by Strapko, and then she gets it across the line and fires it down the ice. 55 seconds left in the penalty to Lindahl Slatinsky. 1:48 left in the period. Moose Lake area 2, International Falls nothing. Rebels send it into the zone, then go for a change with the power play unit. And that gives the Broncos a chance to get it out to the neutral zone. But now, racing in with it, it's Mortensen into the right corner, around Wood. Gets in behind the net. Mortensen, bodied and taken out of the play nicely there by Sydney Lindahl Slatinsky, but she gets it back. Now it's to the point. Whoa, Taylor Lake fanned on it. Clay Bundy would have had a breakaway the other way if she jumped on it. Puck into the right corner. Clay Bundy looks to get there first. Can't get it past Lake. And it'll be kept in at the right point by LaPierre to Lake in the right corner. She gets around Wood. LaPierre centering pass right in front of Mortensen. Couldn't get a stick on it. Now Lillian Genereux with it. She gets spun around. Puck's going to come, though, to LaPierre. Comes to the net. Shot, scores! Top shelf beauty fired by Michaela LaPierre, who picked up the puck coming out of the left corner, skated in on Barron, and beat her high to the blocker's side with 54.9 seconds left in the first period. And Moose Lake now puts the Broncos at a huge disadvantage here late in the first period. With the power play goal, they're 2 for 3 now with the power play. As LaPierre gets the goal, and it's 3-0 Rebels. And they're coming in looking for more. Clay Bundy, though, picks it off, puts it out to center. So Michaela LaPierre getting the goal, the assist to Lillian Genereux and Kaylin Mortensen. Mortensen's second helper of the period at 16:05, and it's 3-0 Moose Lake. Broncos trying to make something happen here in the Rebel zone late in the period, but just 5 seconds left, and they go off for a change now. Puck sent all the way down the ice, and that'll do it for the opening period. So a close first half of the frame, but Moose Lake area taking over emphatically in the second half as they score 2 power play goals and a shorthanded marker. The special teams extra special for the visitors here in the first, and they will head to the dressing room with the lead. We'll step aside for a couple minutes, come back with the first intermission for you. Your score after 1 period at Bronco Arena. The Moose Lake area Rebels 3, the International Falls Broncos nothing. You are listening to Broncos Girls Hockey on KSDM, RJBroadcasting.com, and watching on your live event.
Producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the Borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops. And the
Bronco Arena, your score after one period. The visiting Moose Lake Area Rebels pouring it on in the opening frame. They have a 3-0 lead over the International Falls Broncos here tonight. Joey Payer back with you here on KSDM, rjbroadcasting.com, and your live event. Let's look at the first period scoring summary. The Rebels getting things going at the 8:58 mark, as Reese Nordstrom, scoring her third goal of the season, came on the power play. The assist to Deanna Nordstrom, and that made it a 1-0 hockey game. At 11:39, Cadence Procker breaking through for a shorthanded marker. She gets her third goal of the season. The assist to Kaylin Mortensen to make it a 2-0 hockey game. And then with 54.9 seconds left in the period, just 3 seconds after a roughing penalty to Millie Lindahl Slatinsky of the Broncos had expired, it was Michaela Lapierre getting to the net and putting one high bar down behind Annika Barron in the Broncos net. For Lapierre, that's her team leading now 4th goal of the season. The assists to Lillian Genereux and Kaylin Mortensen at 16:05 to make it a 3-0 game. Shots on goal, it was pretty even play in the first part of the period, but the Rebels really took things over in the second part, and they end up outshooting the Broncos 25-5. Annika Barron, fantastic in the Broncos net to keep this score still respectable at this point. The Rebels, with their best offensive period of the season, they came into this game having scored just 15 goals in 14 games. They'd given up 64, so to get 3 in one period is big-time production for them. Their power play operating at 7.7%, penalty killing at 86.1%. The Broncos, they came into the game with similar offensive struggles, 15 games played and just 16 goals scored, and their defensive work has been far less impressive than the Rebels. The Broncos giving up 125 goals to this point on the season. The power play operating just 6.25%. They have scored 2 power play goals this year, and the penalty killing operating at 66.7%. They do give up the 1 power play goal in the period to the Rebels and also give up the shorthanded marker. So a rough go for the Broncos in that opening period. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. Looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carry-out after the game or have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today. And the Broncos Player of the Game will receive a $10 Domino's gift certificate. We'll also have your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game after the contest. And any timeouts tonight will be brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen will take good care of you. That's Service Master of International Falls. We will step aside. The Zamboni just about done his work here after the first period. When we come back, second period action. The Broncos need to rally. We'll see if they've got it in them here tonight on home ice. Your score after one. The Moose Lake Area Rebels 3, the International Falls Broncos nothing. You are listening to Broncos Girls Hockey on KSDM, RJBroadcasting.com, and watching on your live event.
Banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know, all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3.
Welcome back to Bronco Arena, getting set for the second period of hockey action. Your score after one, the Moose Lake Area Rebels leading the International Falls Broncos 3-0. Joey Payer back with you here on KSDM, RJBroadcasting.com, and on your live event. And it was a matter of some special, or scoring a goal in three different ways for Moose Lake Area in that first period. They get a power play goal from Reese Nordstrom, they get a shorthanded goal from Cadence Procker, and they get an even strength goal from Michaela Lapierre. With 54.9 seconds left in the period, out shooting the Broncos 25-5 and really dominating the second half of that frame. Broncos are going to have to find their skating legs here in the second to get back into this contest. Again, Moose Lake Area coming off of their second win of the season against Hibbing Chisholm back on December 20th in their last outing. Broncos were hoping to build off of a close 1-0 loss to Prairie Center on Saturday on the road, but really had their struggles here in the second part of that opening period. We'll see if they can turn things around here in the middle frame. Rebels bring it out and then down into the Broncos zone. Chasing after it is Lexi Wood. She'll move it around the boards. It's going to come out to the neutral ice area, and Lillian Generou's got it for the Rebels. She goes cross ice to Taylor Lake. Lake now up near the line. Good pass ahead. Goes to Jenna Jusak. Her shot right on goal. And the save by Annika Barron, who was, as we said, extremely busy in that first period, making 22 saves. Under siege for most of the last half of the frame. As really the defensive communication has not been that good out there for the Broncos tonight. They're really getting bunched up in the defensive zone and losing their check rather easily here tonight. They're going to have to get that sorted out quick, or this game's going to turn into a runaway. Here's the Rebels now, moving it towards the net. A chance, Painovich, just wide of the net. She found herself all alone, got turned around, and then put a shot just wide of the crease. Painovich has got it now at the neutral zone. She'll fire it in deep. Racing around the other side to pick it off is Cadence Procker. Procker, she gets bumped by Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. Battle along the left corner boards. Now in behind the net. Bella Amarud will look to pick it up. Still send it to Lindahl-Slatinsky, but that's intercepted. Centering pass deflected right on goal. And Annika Barron gets the glove down and holds on. Rebels looking to strike early here in the second period. They lead 3-0. Coming out for the Broncos, it'll be Addison Brown along with Harper Claybundy and Adeline Strapko, along with Liv Werner and Lexi Wood. Claybundy's going to pick it up in the left corner of her own zone, move it up the boards. Brown in a battle there against LaPierre, loses that battle, and the Rebels will turn it around the other way. Lillian Generou puts it into the zone, but sent right back out by Werner. And back to get it is Procker, watched by Strapko. Strapko causes the turnover possibly here, but the Rebels will grab it and move it out to center. LaPierre has it slide off her stick, and then she loses her stick near the Bronco blue line. Claybundy will pick it up on the left wing side, and she fires it off a stick and down into the Rebels' end. Whoa, big bounce off the end boards. That was misplayed by both Piper Generou in the net and Taylor Lake coming back to pick up the puck. But luckily for the Rebels, no one there for the Broncos. Claybundy picks it up in the Broncos' end, sends it out to center. Painovich trying to get it up ahead and hit Reese Nordstrom, but the Broncos pick it off, and Werner's got it into the zone. Rebels knock it back out. A little bit of scrambly play right now, and then Painovich puts one off the stick of Amarud and into the Broncos bench. So faceoff will be just outside of the Rebels blue line. 2:39 gone here in the second period. Moose Lake Area 3, International Falls nothing. Rebels grab the puck off the draw. Here's Deanna Nordstrom. She'll send it into the zone, chase after it. Tries to center it. It goes off a stick, bounces to the right wing side. Painovich will come in off the point, pick it up. She gets in behind the net, but the puck gets tied up on the mesh in behind Broncos goaltender Annika Barron. And looks like the faceoff will come outside of the Broncos line. Face off to the right of Barron. Puck comes near the boards, but Rebels intercept, trying to center it. Now it's going to go back to the right point. Painovich with it. She takes a shot. That's a flex off a skate, just wide. Centering pass, just off the stick of Reese Nordstrom in front. Rebels, though, keep on the pressure. Send it in deep into the zone. They'll start a partial change. Broncos looking to move it out. But keeping it in for the Rebels, trying to keep it in there was Jenna Jusak, but it'll come out to center. And now grabbing it there, it's Georgia Procker. Procker up ahead. Quick pass. Harper Danelski across the line. Her wrist shot blocked by Elise Pavlik, goes into the right corner. Centering pass by Danelski. Rebels will pick it up, bring it back to the point. Taylor Lake's long shot. That's toward the net. Stick save there by Barron. Puck kept in right wing side. Lillian Generou's got it. She'll walk around Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky. Walked right to the net. Send it just wide. Left corner now. Now left point. Taylor Lake walks around Tenley Thompson. Goes right to the net. Shot. Save. Loose puck. Shot from the slot. Scores. Harper Danelski, the grade 7er. A little bit of lucky sevens there as she was the right place at the right time. Great drive to the net by Taylor Lake as she tried to take it all the way in. She was stopped by Barron on the original shot, but right there to pick up the loose change was Danelski. And she gets the goal. And the Broncos move in front 4-0. As Danelski picks up her 4th goal of the season, she's now tied with Michaela Lapierre for the team lead.
Scoring for the Rebels, number 9, Harper Danelski. With an assist to number 26, Taylor Lake, and number 17, Jenna Jusek. That's Danelski, and Lake, and Jusek at 4:05.
So Harper Danelski, the grade 7er, not too shabby to be leading your varsity team as a grade 7er in goals. She's got 4 for the season. The assists going to Taylor Lake and Jenna Jusek at 4:05, and it is 4-0 Moose Lake area. Broncos have it deep in the Rebel zone, though, trying to get on the board, get some life for themselves. Brown battling behind the net with Lillian Generou. Now Clay Bundy's in there to help out. She centers it. No one there for the Broncos. Picked up on the far side by Lapierre. Lapierre will send it out to center off the boards down to the Broncos end. Wood will chase back for it. She'll move it off the boards, left wing side. Rebels try to chip it to keep it in, but it's going to come out to center. And Painovich has it. Backs up to her own blue line, sends it up ahead, and Cadence Proctor's got it. She's on a rush now. Fires a long shot. That's just wide of the net. Left corner now. Reese Nordstrom comes together there with Adeline Strapko. Strapko went down, sent to the front of the net, but the Broncos clear it out, but all the way down the ice for the icing call with 6:32 gone here in the second period. Moose Lake area 4, International Falls nothing. Bella Amaru taking the draw now for the Broncos. Going up against Deanna Nordstrom. And Amarud wins it, but Rebels get control off of that. And shot by Painovich, that was blocked. It's going to deflect all the way down into the Rebels' end. Good job by Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky to get in the way of that one. Racing back for it now, Georgia Proctor puts it up the left-hand boards, and she'll get it all the way out into the neutral zone. Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky will pick it up, send it off the boards into the Rebels' end. Painovich now. Pass up ahead, now chipped ahead, and maybe a 2-on-1. Here come the Rebels. Pass across, now a breakaway. Walking right in on goal. The deke, the shot, scores! Haley Aikala, the blue liner, jumping into the play. She takes the lead pass from Deanna Nordstrom, skates to the net, makes a great deke move in tight on Annika Barron. And with 6:08 gone here in the second period, Moose Lake scoring 2 goals in exactly 2 minutes apart. And it's Aikala picking up the marker on a great finish. And Moose Lake area now leads it 5-0. And a timeout call by Broncos head coach Brian Kershaw as he tries to stem the tide of momentum. Moose Lake area getting things rolling here in the second period. They have outshot the Broncos 11-0 so far here in the second. Scoring twice as Danelski gets and then Haley Aikala, a blue liner, who showed some good instincts to get into the play on that one. She scores her 3rd of the season. No, not much of a playmaker, no assists so far this year, but 3rd goal. And has the Broncos now up by a 5-0 count. And by the Rebels by a 5-0 count, and the Broncos will be desperately trying to prevent the next goal from going in if it's not them scoring, because a 6-goal lead, if it's that or more heading into the third period, of course, by Minnesota high school state rules, it'll be running time in the third period.
Number 11, Deanna Nordstrom, and number 4, Reese Nordstrom. That's Eichler from Nordstrom at 6:08.
So, Haley Eichela, her third of the season from Deanna Nordstrom and Reese Nordstrom. Both Nordstroms each with 2 points in the contest now. And it is 5-0 Moose Lake area. With 6.5 minutes gone here in the second period, Rebels score 2 goals in 2 minutes apart to lengthen their lead. They've got the puck in the Broncos' end again. Left wing boards. This is Jusak with it. She sends it in around the net. Woods got it for the Broncos, trying to get it out of the zone, but Lillian Generou pinches in, sends it right in on goal, and Annika Barron will take no gambles, cover that one up, and we'll have a face-off in the International Falls end with 6:53 gone here in the second period. Rebels 5, Broncos nothing. The Broncos finally got their first shot of the period about a minute ago, but have been outshot in this period by a 12-1 count as the Rebels continue to tighten their grip on this one. Centering pass. Here's Cadence Proctor. Just couldn't quite control it. She had a great chance from the slot, but slid off her stick. She managed to get it, though, to her line mates. Centering pass now. That hits a body. Now Lillian Generou grabs it, goes right to the net, and Barron jumps on it. Generou going with a full head of steam. And Michaela LaPierre doing a bit of a Fortnite dance for some reason in front of the net. She got taken off her feet, I think, and not sure if that was a response to the person who did that deed to her, but nevertheless, face off to the left of Barron. Proctor wins it. Shot blocked off of the stick of LaPierre by Tenley Thompson. Ammerud's got it, but then she has it taken away from her by Mortensen. Mortensen then loses it. Ammerud sends it around. Intercepted though by the Rebels, and then they give it away. Nobody really wanting to hold on to the puck right now. Now, whoa, Tenley Thompson comes together in a collision outside the blue line. A shot right on goal by Mortensen. Thompson and LaPierre crashing at the blue line. Mortensen had a good chance, but a pad save there by Barron. Mortensen's got it again, sends it in front. That's chipped away. Left side now, Georgia Proctor. She sends it to the end boards. Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky's got it. Gets it to Ammerud. Ammerud looking to move it ahead. Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky. Now to Tenley Thompson. She's got the puck and races down the right wing side. Fires it deep into the zone, and then she'll go off for a change. And it'll be Georgia Proctor with time to move the puck up. Long pass intercepted by Lexi Wood at center. Wood now trying to put it in deep in the zone. Intercepted though by Painovich. She makes a nice spin move to get past Addie Brown and get the puck out to center. Broncos get it, send it right back into the Rebels' end. This will be Georgia Proctor with it. Off the boards, up ahead to Cadence Proctor. Cadence now passes up ahead. She finds Mortensen and on the right wing side. Tried to feed it in front to LaPierre, but that pass was blocked. Comes to the line, not out, but Brown will grab it. She'll backhand it out, and here come the Broncos. Maybe a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Clay Bundy's going to walk right in. Gets around her check. Fires it off the side of the net. Rebound picked up by Georgia Proctor. Intercepted, though, by Addison Brown. She comes together with LaPierre and then gets in a battle with LaPierre. Takes her off her feet. Give her a bit of a slash or a cross check going down. Broncos lucky to get away without a penalty on that one. Here comes Taylor Lake up the right side. She's going to go around her check. Right in on goal. Saved by Barron. Great rush there by the blue liner. She walked around to Hayden Nelson, who's out for her first shift. Shot. And the scores off the rebound. Came out quicker than I got my eyes on it. But it looks to be Haley Eichela again getting the goal with 7:32 to go here in the second period. So Eichel has got 2 in the frame. And Moose Lake now up 6-0. Puck inside the Broncos end. Pavlik moves it across the blue line, but picked up there. They're coming in again.
Eichela, unassisted. That's Eichela, unassisted at 9:28.
So Haley Eichela unassisted at 9:28, her 4th of the season. And now you got 3 Rebels sitting with a team high 4 goals each. As Michaela LaPierre, Harper Danelski, and now Haley Eichela. Shot scores! And the Rebels just keep pouring it on. The puck comes out in the slot, and the quick blast fired there by Reese Nordstrom. She's got her 2nd goal of the season. And with 6:52 left in the 2nd period, just 40 seconds after Eichela's goal, it's Reese Nordstrom, and she joins the 4-goal club for the Rebels. That's 4 players now with 4 goals on the team for the season. And it is 7-0 for Moose Lake. So it's been lightning strikes for the Rebels here in the second. 2 goals, 2 minutes apart, and then 2 more goals, 40 seconds apart. Broncos trying to get something going here. Shot from Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky at the point. That deflects wide of the net, and the Rebels turning around and come the other way. Trying to move it down the left wing side is Jenna Jusak. She gets it into the Broncos end. Jusak picks up the...
Number 4, Reese Nordstrom, with an assist to number 15, Autumn Painovich, and number 11, Deanna Nordstrom. That's Nordstrom. For Painovich and Nordstrom at 10:08.
So it is Reese Nordstrom's 4th of the season from Autumn Painovich and Deanna Nordstrom. Deanna and Reese both with 3 points apiece in this one. And it is 7-0 with 6:15 to play here in the 2nd period. Broncos trying to do anything to get something going here. Lexi Wood tried to rush in on Lillian Generou in the Rebels end, but Generou skates it away nicely and sends it back down into the Broncos zone. Amaroud's got it now. She slips and falls, and now, and then takes out the Rebels player, Danelski, who would have had a breakaway, but Amaroud falling took her legs out. No call coming. Rebels pick up the puck, though, in the zone. Backhanded on goal. Shot, save, loose puck, trying to bang it home at the side of the net was Paige Kager. And Barron managing to hold the post and hold on, but lucky break for the Broncos as Amaroud lost her footing, had no one behind her. It would have been a clean breakaway in for Harper Danelski, but Amaroud going down took out Danelski's legs at the same time, sent Danelski down to the ice, and that nullified that opportunity. 5:41 to go in the 2nd period. Cadence Proctor against Addison Brown in the faceoff circle. Proctor wins it. Sent around in behind the net, centering pass. Trying to make that happen was Mortensen, but intercepted by Addison Brown. She gets it out to center. Tipped into the Broncos zone, but now Addison Brown's got it. Brown gets it up ahead, and moving the puck here is Presley Russo, getting her first shift of the night. Thompson now trying to center it. The Rebels get it, though. Look to keep it in. They do. Here's Addison Brown with a shot high off the shoulder of Piper Generud, who hasn't seen much action in the net here tonight, but big save there for Generud. Now Cadence Proctor brings it into the zone. Stopped up there by Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky, who moves it back to center. Lake moves it into Proctor. Proctor's going to try and fire one. She fell to the ice, getting that shot off. Didn't get everything behind it. Saved by Barron. And away come the Broncos. You get it out to center. Lillian Generou intercepts. Looks to move it ahead, and this is LaPierre with it. LaPierre skates into the zone, taken off her feet, and we're going to get a Bronco penalty. Long shot on goal by Cadence Proctor, and touched by Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky, and we're going to get a hooking call against the Broncos. It will be Tanley Thompson heading to the box with 4:30 to go here in the 2nd period. So Moose Lake area 1 for 3 on the power play here tonight. Will get another opportunity to add to their totals. They already lead this contest 7-0. Here's the Rebels near the point. Painovich has it, walks to the top of the circle, into the circle, fires the shot right on goal, and Barron makes the save. Does not cough up the rebound, holds on with traffic in front. So 1:52 left in the penalty to Thompson. 4:22 remaining in the second period. Broncos change one penalty killer. Clay Bundy comes on for Amarud. Rebels win the draw. Left point now. Now right point is Painovich. She puts it toward the net, deflected. Saved by Barron. Clay Bundy will get it. Move it up and move it all the way down the ice. Right on goal. A save there by Piper Genereux. And away come the Rebels to center. Bringing the puck up now, it's Danilski. Danilski trying to get around her check. She does, centering pass, nobody there. As she left Hayden Nelson in her dust. Now, this is Painovich. Skating the line. Bothered by Clay Bundy, but holds on to it. Walks in, Painovich shot. That was blocked by Nelson in front. Now, loose puck. Battle for it, and it'll be Nelson putting it out of the zone. Good play there by Hayden Nelson to get in the way of that one and then clear the puck. Here's the Rebels now. Looking to move it up is Deanna Nordstrom. And Broncos intercept. Strapko's got it. She'll come across the line. Adeline Strapko to the left-hand side. Drops it off to Liv Werner. But that's intercepted in the Rebels zone. They bring it out to center. Broncos get it. Chip it back to center. And Wood will send it all the way down in the zone. Good penalty kill here by the Broncos so far. Just 30 seconds left in the power play for the Rebels. Painovich up to LaPierre. She gets the puck, moves it up to center. She's got Amarud chasing her, gets it on the right-hand side to Mortensen. Mortensen leaves it for LaPierre, goes back to Lillian Genereux at the point. Genereux drops it off. Cadence Proctor is going to get to walk right in. Proctor fires! Saved by Annika Barron, with LaPierre providing the screen in front. But Barron saw it all the way and holds on. 9 seconds left in the power play for the Rebels. 2:39 remaining here in the second period. Presley Russo will come on for Amarud to finish off this penalty kill. Proctor wins the draw, goes back to Genereux at the point. Genereux cuts to the middle of the ice. Looks for a lane, fires, save, rebound, another save, another shot, and Annika Barron doing everything she can to keep the Rebels at bay. 3 top-notch opportunities, 2 of them from in tight. And she manages to deny the Rebels each time, holds the puck out, and a face-off in the Broncos zone. The penalty is over to Thompson. So Moose Lake power play falls to 1 for 4 on the night, but they still hold a 7-0 lead with 2:28 left here in the second period. Here is Brown with the puck in behind her own net. Moves it over to Presley Russo, but that's taken off her stick by Lake. Kept in at the left point momentarily by Danilski, but Brown will take it, and she'll skate it up the left wing side. And then has it go off of Lillian Genereux into the Broncos bench. And Brown looks skyward. It's like it's just not our night here tonight. As she looked like she had a good rush on the go, but Genereux getting in the way of the puck and causing the deflection. So we'll have a face-off at center ice. It'll be Amarud against Danilski. Broncos control up to center. Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky gets Amarud. Now be a 2-on-1. Pass across. Strapko shot! And a nifty glove save by Piper Genereux. She tracked that one perfectly. Nice shot taken by Strapko. But Genereux up to the task. Holds on with 1:58 to go in the second period. Right off the faceoff, puck sent toward the net and stopped again by Genereux. Strapko with 1 goal on the season in 13 games. Was looking to double her output right there, but good play by Genereux. Puck at the left point. Nice job by Amarud to keep it in. She'll chase after it in behind the net. Georgia Proctor's there with it. She skates away from Amarud. Moves over to Painovich. Painovich tried to pass it up ahead, blocked by Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky. Puck chopped along the boards, kept in by Nelson into the right corner. Rebels looking to move it out. This is Jusak. She does. Big collision right at the blue line between Jusak and Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. But Broncos bringing it across the line. Strapko's got it. Left wing side. Taken away from her by Painovich. And puck knocked out to center. Here's Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. That long pass up ahead does not click. No icing on the play, though. Tenley Thompson racing in up against Painovich. Painovich, she reverses it. 1 minute left here in the second period. Rebels send the puck up ahead. This is Jusak. She'll fire it in deep. And Pavlik back to get it for the Broncos. She's being watched there by Kager. Puck comes out in the middle of the ice, and away comes Brown. Brown racing her way to center. In across the line. Addison Brown. She has a puck chopped away from her by Reese Nordstrom. Broncos trying to get the puck towards the net, but Lillian Genereux intercepts. Puts it out to the neutral zone. Nordstrom, far side. Gets it to Georgia Proctor. Now here's racing in for it from the far side. It's Deanna Nordstrom. Centering pass. No one there. Lillian Genereux's got it. Shot on goal. Saved by Annika Barron with 14.8 seconds left here in the second. Broncos with one of their better offensive shifts of the night on that last shift, but unable to capitalize. And we'll have a face-off to the left of the Broncos net. Deanna Nordstrom up against Amarud. Nordstrom wins it, left point. Taylor Lake, long shot, deflected right on goal. Loose puck. Picked up now. Deanna Nordstrom sends it toward the net. Loose again, swept away from the front of the net. 2 seconds left. Back to the point. Lake's shot. And a pad save at the buzzer by Annika Barron. So some good late pressure there by the Rebels. Unable to come through. But after a 3-goal first period, it's a 4-goal second period for Moose Lake area. And they are 17 minutes away from picking up back-to-back wins for the first time this season. The Broncos just looking to get something going here in the third period. We will be in running time to start the period with Moose Lake area up by 6 goals or more. We'll step aside for a couple minutes, come back with the second intermission. Your score after 2 periods at Bronco Arena. The Moose Lake area Rebels 7, the International Falls Broncos nothing. You are listening to Broncos Girls Hockey on KSDM, RJBroadcasting.com, and watching on your live event.
Day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community, Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just rake leaves, run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaboration.
Welcome back to Bronco Arena. Our apologies for some technical difficulties there on the ads. Joey Payer back with you here on KSDM, RJBroadcasting.com, and watching on your live event. Your score after 2 periods, the Moose Lake Area Rebels taking it to the International Falls Broncos. It is 7-0 for the girls Rebels here tonight. Rebels led 3-0 after the first period. In the second, it was a matter of a pair of double quick strikes for the Rebels that got them 4 goals in the frame. Starting with Harper Danelski, the grade 7 forward, getting her 4th of the season at the 4:08 mark. Assists to Taylor Lake and Jenna Jusak to make it 4-0 for Moose Lake area. And then exactly 2 minutes later, Haley Eikela finishing off a great 2-on-1 play with Deanna Nordstrom. She made a great deke in close on Annika Barron, scores her 3rd of the season. The assists to Deanna Nordstrom and Reese Nordstrom at 6:08 to make it 5-0 for the Rebels. At 9:28, Eikela was back for more as she scores her 2nd of the game, 4th of the season, unassisted at 9:28 to make it 6-0. And then just 40 seconds later, Reese Nordstrom picking up her 2nd goal of the night, her 4th of the season, assists to Autumn Panovich and Deanna Nordstrom to make it 7-0. Shots on goal in the second period. Moose Lake, they upped their total from the first. 25 in the first frame, 30 in the second frame. They've got 55 shots in just 2 periods against the Broncos. Annika Barron has been phenomenal once again. The grade 8er making 48 saves so far through 2 periods. Broncos managing 8 shots in the second period. They've got 13 shots total for the game. Moose Lake area now with 4 players with 4 goals apiece to lead them in goal scoring this season as part of a 4-goal second period. Looking ahead to our broadcast schedule here over the next week or so. Tomorrow night, Augie Schmidt, my awesome technician and sidekick here, will be heading down to Hibbing as the International Falls Broncos boys team will take on the Hibbing Blue Jackets. That'll be on KSDM for you. I believe puck drop around 7 o'clock, so pregame probably around 6:45. Then we'll be off of broadcasting for sports until next Tuesday, the 13th. We were going to have what we thought was part 2 of the girls' border battle for hockey between International Falls and the Fort Francis Muskies, but that game has been taken off the schedule. So instead, myself and Augie will be at Falls High School as the International Falls Broncos boys squad takes on the War Road Warriors, and that'll be on KSCM and your live event next Tuesday. Then next Thursday, Augie will be in Little Fork as it'll be the northern border battle, I guess, between the International Falls and the Little Fork Big Falls Vikings in girls basketball. That'll be on KSDM. While I'll have the Fort Francis Muskie girls hockey team hosting Rock Ridge in an exhibition game. That'll be on KGHS. And then next Friday, we'll have, we're still trying to figure out which games we're going to have for you. We're going to have those games. Augie's going to point out for me right now which games we're going to have, because there's 3 on the list, and we don't have stations for any one of them. What are we talking there, boss man, for next Friday the 16th?
Sorry, just very relieved that we got the technical issues figured out. Thank you to Smarts. And so we are going to be doing Broncos girls hockey against Ely at home. And then I do believe that will be a Your Live event game. And so that'll be Joey and myself both on the call for that one.
So we're not doing the Little Fork boys and Walker, Hackensack, Akeley, and boys basketball, I assume, then?
I don't believe so. Unless anything changes, I will make sure to let both you and also our listeners know.
I'd appreciate that. I'd rather not end up in Little Fork for no reason. I have good friends down there, but, rather save myself a road trip for nothing. So, yeah, looks like we'll have International Falls versus Ely in girls hockey next Friday the 16th on KSDM and YourLiveEvent.com. And then looks like we're going to double up on the Muskies on the 18th in Fort Francis. I'm going to have the boys game versus the Red Lake Rams at the Ice for Kids Arena on KSDM. And Augie's going to go next door to the legendary 52 Canadians Arena, and he'll give you the girls game against Red Lake. Again, that one will be on KGHS. So lots of great sports action coming up. Augie, I don't know, have you ever done a game at the 52 Arena?
No, I have not. So I am very excited for it.
Well, don't get too excited, because the little small staircase that you have to climb to get up to the little corner booth in the 52. I mean, it's a great arena with a wonderful history. It's not the best broadcast position, and it's also a little bit, so we say, dangerous for your livelihood just trying to get up to the broadcast position. So be prepared for that one. I'll try and navigate that with you that evening.
I'll bring the rock climbing gear and everything.
Yeah, rappelling and everything. Yes, absolutely. So, all right, it looks like we've got our commercial technical issues worked out. Awesome news. Thank you to whoever helped out with that. So we're going to step aside for some ads. When we come back, third period of hockey action. Broncos looking to make something happen, get some life, get some momentum in this crowd to start the third period. It is the Moose Lake Area Rebels 7, the International Falls Broncos nothing. You are listening to Broncos girls hockey on KSDM, RJBroadcasting.com, and watching on Your Live Event.
And possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland. From providing donations to local schools and events, to supporting organizations meeting physical needs in our community. Packaging Corporation of America does more than make paper. We make a difference.
The unique strengths of Rainy River lie in the fact that you're going to be supported by faculty and staff, and you're going to be supported by the community.
You know all the professors by name, they all know you by name. We're not just a number, like we actually have a face to the name, which is honestly pretty good. I like it. I'm known, everybody else is known in the school. It makes it feel more comfortable to be here, especially being so far away from home.
Fall is a busy season for local businesses. New projects, fresh goals, and big ideas. At TrueStar, we understand what it takes to grow something real because we're right here with you. I'm Ryan Tamevi with TrueStar. Whether you're expanding your shop, upgrading equipment, or planning ahead, we're here to help you move forward with a business loan that fits. TrueStar Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. Follow us on social media.
Ready to ride into fall? Hi, this is Tony Skifstrom at Border Bank. Whether it's an ATV for backwoods thrills or a truck built for bonfire season, Border Bank makes it easy to gear up with a consumer loan that fits your lifestyle. Fast decisions, competitive rates, hometown service that goes the extra mile. So don't just...
Welcome back to Bronco Arena. Teams back out on the ice for the third period of action, as the Moose Lake Area Rebels lead the International Falls Broncos 7-0. Joey Payer back with you here on KSDM, rjbroadcasting.com, and your live event alongside August Schmidt. Third period will be running time as the Minnesota High School State Hockey League rules state. Any team, any game with a 6 goals or more differential in the third period will be a running time situation. And the band plays on as the puck is dropped. Can't stop them high school bands, man. They want to get their playing time in. So they announced the running time conditions here in the third. So unless the Broncos can find 2 goals here quickly to put it back to normal stoppage time, this will be a rather quick third period of action. Again, the first 8-9 minutes of the game, very even, very close between the two sides, no goals scored. But once Moose Lake Area found the net, they did not stop. 3 goals in the first, 4 in the second. 2 goals apiece for Haley Eichela and Reese Nordstrom have the Rebels up by this 7-0 score. Puck at center, gets stuck in the freshly cleaned ice. Broncos tried to push it back into the Rebel zone, but it'll be grabbed instead by Avery Hall, number 13. The grade 8er has not seen any playing time up until this first shift of the third period, but head coach Nate Painovich getting some of his younger players some playing time out there. When we're talking about younger players, that's really mostly what the Broncos are made up of here this season. Looking down, up and down the roster, you've got 9 grade 8s suited up for the Broncos, which is an immense amount for a varsity team. 5 grade 9s, 4 grade 10s, and only 2 grade 11s and 4 grade 12s. So 6 players, juniors and seniors, the rest sophomores and below, and again, 9 of them being in grade 8. But the good news for the Broncos is that while the growing pains will be extensive here in this season and probably the next season to come, if this group can stay together, there is certainly enough talent and enough fortitude to make this team a force to be reckoned with 2, 3, 4 seasons down the road if they can keep this group together. And that is the hope by head coach Brian Kershaw and the International Falls Athletic Program. Pretty tough to start from scratch when you lose as many veterans as they did last year. And again, the other veterans that they have been sidelined by injuries, and by the sounds of it, 2 of them, Ava Werner and Kirsty Hansen, may not be back at all this season with just 6 games left on the schedule. They had extensive long-term injuries that have kept them out of action all season long, and that's a real tough break for a pair of players in their grade 12 for Werner and grade 11 season for Kirsty Hansen. So Werner's last kick at the cat, and a tough way to go out for Ava Werner, who's been a good part of this Bronco program for a number of years. Puck in the Broncos end. Taylor Lake with it for the Rebels. Trying to move it against Addison Brown. Rebels keep working hard on the left wing boards. They'll get it back to the point. Cadence Procker tried to clear it ahead, but intercepted. Here come the Broncos, moving it up ahead to Brown. She'll kick it across the line. Was looking to feed it in front to Strapko, but that pass was blocked, and the Rebels will get it out over their blue line. To center, Lexi Wood will shoot it in. Rebels trying to knock it back out, but Strapko in on the forecheck. Doesn't allow that to happen right off the bat. Now a turnover, and here's a chance. Addison Brown right in on the goal. Backhander. No, just wide of the net, I believe. I don't think Piper Generu got the skate on that. Brown just took herself a little bit too wide on the play. Made a great deke, but put it wide of the net. Rebels at center. Taylor Lake. She'll skate back toward her own zone. Move it ahead to Lillian Generu at center. She'll pass it up ahead. That goes off the stick of Deanna Nordstrom. Nordstrom's got 3 points in this game, as does Reese Nordstrom, to lead the way for the Rebels so far here tonight. Puck sent into the Moose Lake zone. Coming away with it is Painovich. She puts a long pass up ahead, deflects right to Haley Eikala. And now the puck fired in deep. Racing in behind the net is Hayden Nelson. Gets it up to Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky. And then poked ahead by Bella Amarud. Comes back to Lindahl-Slatinsky, but stolen away. Here's Painovich working into the zone with Reese Nordstrom. She's got 2 goals. Looking for the hat trick here tonight. Puck on the inboards in behind the net. Trying to center it for the Rebels was Deanna Nordstrom. That didn't work. Puck's going to come to the right corner. Hansen moves it up. Nelson rather moves it up the boards and gets it to Amarud. One player back. Here's Bella Amarud into the Rebel zone. Trying to go wide on Georgia Procker. She'll have to go in behind the net. Centering pass. Tried to get it to Presley Russo, and she got tied up in front by 2 Rebel defenders. Puck out to center. Set into the Broncos zone, but Hayden Nelson's got it. Now she'll skate it out to center. Here comes Nelson. In across the line. Puck swept off her stick. Goes to the inboards. Painovich will get there. Nelson goes down into the boards hard. She's a little slow getting up, but she does get up. She'll head to the bench. Puck in the neutral zone. And now a Rebels fan on inside their blue line. Almost a chance for Tenley Thompson. Puck comes out to center, though. Whoa, collision there at center. This is the 2 13s come together. That was Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky and Avery Hall. Rebels have the puck in their own zone. Painovich, she'll skate it in behind her own net. Move it up on the left wing side. She gets it there to Paige Nordstrom, the grade 8er, who on her first shift of the night. And puck sent up the ice by Hall, picked up by Sydney Lindahl-Slatinsky. She moves it up ahead. Backhanded back into the neutral zone by the Rebels. And now grabbing it, it is Mackenzie Van Heel, the grade 8er, getting her first shift tonight. So Brian Kershaw emptying the bench here in the third period with the Broncos down 7. Trying to get some of the younger players some playing time in there. Smart coaching strategy by Kershaw, who's joined this season by assistant coaches Lexi Erickson and Emma Erickson. Here is Van Heel now. She puts it off the heel of Presley Russo, and it's picked up by the Rebels. Scores! Paige Kager on a tough break for the Broncos as Mackenzie Van Heel's clear-out attempt went off the back heel of Peyton Russo. Not Presley, but Peyton Russo. And deflected right to Paige Kager. She walks in, bottom of the left circle, and rips it by Annika Barron. That shot coming with 10:05 left in the third period. Again, we are in running time. So it's Kager getting the goal for Moose Lake. And it's 8-0 now for the Rebels. It should be Kager unassisted.
Scoring for the Rebels, Paige Kager. With no assists, unassisted. That's Kager unassisted at 6:36.
So Kager gets the goal unassisted to make it an 8-0 contest. Rebels with the puck in the zone, moving it up. There's a quick shot, pad save, loose puck, rebound, Kager scores! Back to back A minute apart, Paige Kager. And suddenly it is now a 9-0 lead for Moose Lake as Kager lighting it up here in the third period. She didn't have a goal. She didn't have a point coming into this contest. She's now got her first and second goals of the season and first 2 points of the season here in the third period, scoring unassisted at 6:55 for her first one. And I will wait for the call on the second one.
With an assist to number 26, Taylor Lake. That's Kager to Lake at 7:53.
So Paige Kager gets her first of the season at 6:55 unassisted, gets her second of the season exactly 1 minute later at 7:55. The assist at Taylor Lake, Lake's second assist of the night, and it is 9-0 Moose Lake area. 7:58 and counting left on the clock here in the third period. Amarud moves it up out of the zone, and it's an offside call against Moose Lake area with 7:45 and counting on the clock here in the third period. And again, we're talking about a Moose Lake area team that had come into the game having scored only 14 goals in 15 goals in 14 games. But they have exploded here tonight at Bronco Arena for 9 goals. And they lead the Broncos 9-0. The Broncos' scoring woes and scoring defense woes continue. Again, just 15 goals scored for the Broncos, or 16 goals for the Broncos this season in 15 games, and they've now given up 134 goals. Here's the Rebels looking to grow double digits. The centering pass by Lillian Genereux, but that missed the target. It'll be kept in at the left point by Kylie Sandell, the grade 9er. She's getting her first action of the evening. She gets it into the corner. This is Reese Nordstrom with it, trying to center it. That was deflected just wide by Deanna Nordstrom. Puck comes to the left wing boards. Broncos trying to clear it out. They'll get it. It's Mackenzie Van Heel deflects back to Hayden Nelson. Now Peyton Russo's with it. She passes ahead to Tenley Thompson. That's intercepted by the Rebels. Moving the puck out to the blue line. Nelson will pick it off there for International Falls, but coming away with it now, it's Reese Nordstrom. She gets chopped down, clears it into the zone. Thompson will pick it up in the Broncos' end. Stolen away, though. And coming up with it now, it's Haley Eichala. She's got 2 goals on the night. Her shot, though, she fanned on it, put it wide of the net. And Thompson will pick it up on the right side. She puts it in the middle of the ice, and that's intercepted. Not a good pass there by Thompson. Sent towards the net by Abigail Durungs in her first shift of the evening. Now centered in front. Durungs has it bodied off her. Long shot, saved by Barron. Rebound, another save by Barron. Rebels in the slot looking for the loose puck. Trying to put it home. 2 big stops there by Annika Barron to keep the Rebels from reaching double digits there. So, and then the Broncos cleared all the way down the ice. Icing call. Face-off back down in the International Falls end with 5:20 and counting here in the third. Durungs will take the draw against Brown. And Broncos win it. Here comes Harper Claybundy racing out there with Presley Russo. Claybundy sends it in deep, chases in after it. Behind the net, Russo into helper, clears it around the boards to the far side. Avery Hall will try and pick it up there. Stopped by Pavlik, but Hall gets it back. And then the Rebels will move it out. And on the left wing side, it's Paige Nordstrom. She chips it into the zone, races after it against Claybundy. Claybundy gets there first, gets it to Cindy Lindahl-Slatinsky, who will race it out to center. Lindahl-Slatinsky across the Rebels line. She'll take a shot. That's blocked by Georgia Procker. Ooh, and then Lindahl-Slatinsky knocked over Paige Nordstrom. Nordstrom gets it, though, and sends it down to the Broncos' end. No icing on the play. Back for it there is Addison Brown. She'll send it up the boards to Presley Russo. Kept in at the left point by Taylor Lake. She sends it in around behind the net. Picking up there for the Rebels is Paige Kager. 2 goals in this period. So we've got 3 different Rebels have a chance at a hat trick here tonight if they can find it. Reese Nordstrom, Haley Eichela and Paige Kager, each with 2 goals apiece in this contest. 3:57 to go here in the third. Puck deep in the Rebels' end. Grabbed there by Molly Wolf, grade 7 blue liner. She's getting her first shift of the evening. And away come the Rebels, racing it out to center. Across the line is Harper Danelski. Danelski, she's taken down. It looked like, I don't think she lost her balance. Looked like a stick got in there, but no call on the trip. Referee's letting it go. Oh, and then there's a trip by the Rebels, and that was let go. So I think the officials have pretty much put the whistles away in their pockets for the rest of this night, unless something of a major infraction occurs. They're just going to let this game play out with 3:20 to go here in the third, and the Rebels up by 9. Broncos looking to get out of the zone. They turn it over, though. Here's a chance. That shot blocked. That was fired by Jenna Juzak, but Wood blocked it in front of the net. Here's the Rebels now, buzzing though. Shot from in close. Rebound coming to her and put across the net just wide by Mortensen. Cadence Brocker with it now. Moves into the right circle. That's taken away from her. Puck comes back to the line. Kept in there by Wolf. She sends it into the right corner. Mortensen gets it, fires it off the side of the net. And it'll be grabbed and fired off the boards by Emily Rockhold, who has seen, I think this is her first shift here this evening for the Broncos. Rebels now with the puck at center, racing across the line. Coming in with it, it is Michaela Lapierre. She's got a goal in this contest. Drops it back to the point. Picked up there by Cadence Procker. Now right side, Taylor Lake, top of the circle. Hits her own player in front, Lapierre. Lapierre turns and fires, puts it just wide. Broncos looking to move it out. Can't get it past the left point. But then it goes off their own player and bounces out to center. Cleared in deep by the Rebels. And then moved out to center by the Broncos with 1:55 left on the clock. Here's the Rebels bringing it in. Lapierre, the wrist shot. Glove save by Annika Barron. And she'll hold on with 1:43 and counting left here in the third. Moose Lake area out shooting the Broncos 9-1 here in the third period. Up to 64 shots for the game. So again, if not for the work of grade 8 rookie netminder Annika Barron, this score would be much worse than what it is now. Fantastic effort by Barron, 55 saves here this evening. Rebels with the puck in the left corner, trying to center it. Bouncing loose, and Mackenzie Van Heel's got it. She'll skate up the left-hand side. Being chased there and then knocked over hard by Deanna Nordstrom. But Clay Bundy picks up the puck at center, moves it in. 1 minute to go here in the third. Clay Bundy right to the net, then save the backhander. Loose puck, trying to shove it home. Peyton Russo, and covered up by Piper Genereux. Broncos that close to busting the shutout of Genereux, but unable to shove it home. Good rush there by Clay Bundy. Got the original shot off, and then it was Peyton Russo looking for that rebound. Had a couple of whacks at it, but Genereux keeps it out. 30 seconds to go in the hockey game. Rebels will grab it, send it toward the line and out. And now off the stick of Hayden Nelson, racing after it for the Rebels. It is Eichela. Puck's going to come back to the right wing boards. Eichela again, shot right on goal. Saved by Barron with 8 seconds to go, and I do not believe we're going to get another face-off before the final buzzer sounds. We will not, and that'll do it. As the Moose Lake area Rebels come into International Falls, having scored only 15 goals on the season, they come through with a season-high 9 here tonight, and they shut out the International Falls Broncos 9-0. They win their back-to-back games for the first time this season, and the Broncos' losing streak continues. We will step aside, come back with the post-game show. Your final score here at Bronco Arena: the Moose Lake area Rebels 9, the International Falls Broncos 0. You are listening to Broncos Girls Hockey on KSDM and RJBroadcasting.com and watching on your live event.
Run them over. Apply today at borderbank.com or come visit with me at the bank. Border Bank, customer first, community focused. Member FDIC.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Cooperation created the electric co-ops, and the co-ops banded together and answered the call. Today, a new generation of electric co-op members must again answer the call. We are the owners of the co-ops and are the fabric of the communities in which we live and work to take care of ourselves, our neighbors, and our communities' rises. Let it be known, it is time for this new generation to turn the lights on again, to ensure that the quality of life in all of the communities in which we live and work is improved. And when we live up to our purpose, we relight the American dream. Because we are the electric cooperative members of tomorrow, and our work has just begun.
Employees at Packaging Corporation of America have been producing quality paper for over a century. We understand our responsibility to the community, and we're honored to support the many needs and events occurring in the borderland.
Welcome back to Bronco Arena. Your final score tonight. The Moose Lake Area Rebels win their third game of the season and win back-to-back games for the first time this season as they blank the International Falls Broncos 9-0. Joey Payer back with you here on KSDM, rjbroadcasting.com, and your live event. I'm going to ask my sidekick, Augie Schmidt, if he could just look up the Broncos' current losing streak for me so I have that number exact, please. I can just pass that along. Meanwhile, we'll hit you up with the scoring summary from tonight's game. Scoring started in the first period at the 8:58 mark. Reese Nordstrom picking up her third goal of the season, came on the power play. The assist to Deanna Nordstrom to make it a 1-0 Moose Lake area lead. At 11:39, it was Cadence Procker scoring shorthanded, her third goal of the season. Assist to Kaylee Mortensen to make it a 2-0 game. And then Michaela LaPierre, just 3 seconds after a penalty to Millie Lindahl-Slatinsky expired, she scored her fourth of the season. The assist to Lillian Genereux and Kaylee Mortensen, and that made it 3-0 after one. In the second period, Harper Danelski cashing in her fourth goal of the season at the 4:08 mark. The assist to Taylor Lake and Jenna Juzak to make it a 4-0 score. And then Haley Eichela notching her third goal of the season just 2 minutes later from Deanna Nordstrom and Reese Nordstrom at 6:08 to make it 5-0. And then back-to-back quick goals again later in the period for Moose Lake area. Haley Eichela getting her second of the game, fourth of the season, unassisted at 9:28 to make it 6-0. And then Reese Nordstrom getting her second goal of the game, her fourth of the season. The assist to Autumn Pinovich and Deanna Nordstrom at 10:08 to make it a 7-0 game after two periods. And in the third, another double quick strike for the Rebels. Paige Kager, who hadn't scored a point all season, gets her first goal of the year at 6:55, unassisted to make it 8-0. And then exactly 1 minute later, Kager coming back to get her second of the game, second of the season, from Taylor Lake at 7:55 to make it a 9-0 final. Shots on goal in the third period. Moose Lake area with 10. They finished the night with a whopping 65 shots. So 56 saves for Annika Barron in the net for the Broncos. Fantastic night by Barron. The International Falls Broncos getting just 2 shots in the third period. They finished the night with 15 shots. So Piper Genereux making 15 saves, obviously, for Moose Lake area to pick up the shutout in goal. She improves her season record to 2-12-1, while Annika Barron takes the loss. Again, hard luck loss when you make 56 saves. She falls to 1-6 on the season for the Broncos. Your Domino's Pizza player of the game, well, tough to argue with anyone else, but Annika Barron, the netminder for International Falls. Again, 56 saves tonight. Fantastic effort by the grade 8 freshman. And she's been a rock back there for the Broncos for the better part of the season. And she showed up again, stood on her head, and kept this game from getting completely out of hand. So your Domino's Pizza player of the game, Annika Barron, looking for a quick, easy, and delicious dinner? Then look no further than your local Domino's. With more than just pizza, Domino's is the perfect carryout after the game or have it delivered. Great deals are always happening at Domino's. 283-3444. Make Domino's your lunch or dinner destination today, and Annika will receive a $10 Domino's gift certificate for being the Domino's Pizza player of the game. As for our Enbridge Energy player of the game, going to give that one tonight to someone who didn't get on the scoreboard, but was showing up in the face-off circle time after time, put in a great effort as a young freshman, and really held her own and showed some good hustle throughout the night. We're going to give this one to number 9, Bella Amarud, the grade 9er for International Falls. So Bella Amarud, your Enbridge Energy player of the game. No timeouts called, or sorry, we did have a timeout called tonight, and of course I don't bring you the sponsor when it happened. My apologies to that. Timeout tonight brought to you by Service Master of International Falls. For a home that is professionally cleaned all year round, call Service Master at 218-283-4475. Todd and Gretchen will take good care of you. That's Service Master of International Falls. Scoreboard updates tonight brought to you by Packaging Corporation of America. And we have been talking to you from the Rainy River, Minnesota North College press box. Start your voyage at the Rainy River campus. Your future awaits you right here in your own backyard. Rainy River, Minnesota North College, 218-598-9300. Tomorrow night, Augie Schmidt will be down in Hibbing as the International Falls Broncos boys hockey team takes on the Hibbing Blue Jackets. Puck drop at 7 o'clock. He'll have the pregame for you here on KSDM at around 6:45 p.m. And then we'll be both back with you next Tuesday night from Falls High School for a little boys basketball action as the International Falls Broncos host the War Road Warriors. That'll be on KSDM and your live event next Tuesday, the 13th. Want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank Augie Schmidt for handling the technical side of things and getting me straightened out statistically once in a while here tonight. He's hoping for Ole Miss to pull off the comeback against Miami in the college football playoffs. Hope it works out for him. So,
and Joey's hoping that McDavid can lead the Oilers to a comeback win against the Winnipeg Jets. So there's that too.
Well, if we lose to a team that's lost 10 games in a row, I may have to go and hide in the closet for a couple of days. So we'll see how that turns out. But thanks so much to everyone for tuning in tonight. Your final score from Bronco Arena. The Moose Lake Area Rebels 9, the International Falls Broncos nothing. The Rebels improve to 3-12 on the season. The Broncos drop to 2-14. They've now lost their 10th game in a row, and they'll try and turn that one around. Their next game coming up against Detroit Lakes. That will be next Thursday, the 15th. They'll be on the road against Detroit Lakes for a 6 o'clock start there and hopefully break that extended losing streak. So once again, your final score tonight, Moose Lake Area 9, International Falls nothing. I'm Joey Payer for Augie Schmidt. Thank you so much for tuning in to KSDM, rjbroadcasting.com, and your live event. And we'll talk to you again next time.